Good afternoon. Welcome to our third edition of DQ&A Specialist Spotlight. I'm delighted to be joined by our managing consultant, Rob Smith. And today we're going to be chatting about media attribution. Good afternoon, Rob.
Hi, Ed.
How are things?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Good stuff. So with machine learning, we're very much in a predictive era with greater emphasis on privacy and control across what is a variety of platforms and mediums. On this basis, how do you see the attribution puzzle evolving in the next 12 months?
Yeah, I think everyone who works in this space knows that Google's depreciation of cookies in their Chrome browser is going to have a profound impact on the ecosystem in terms of driving change. I think for all brands, as today, measurement's still going to remain key for them. At DQ&A, we work with lots and lots of our customers to support them from a measurement perspective, whether that's in terms of analytics setup or whether that's sort of more advanced media measurement support services, such as the development of measurement frameworks to help establish objectives and key performance indicators and key metrics for campaigns. We know that digital attribution exists across a spectrum, all the way from kind of siloed tracking ecosystems through fixed attribution models and out to really advanced data-driven attribution models in the upper echelons of that spectrum. And I think our understanding of things in terms of how Google are going to approach this is that click-based attribution is going to have fairly limited impact, which is going to put a greater degree of importance on those more siloed measurement ecosystems for a short period of time at least. Where the big impact is going to lie is going to be within programmatic in particular, with the loss of or the likely loss of post-view conversion tracking for performance programmatic activity. What we think that will lead to is not the complete diminishing of performance display, but I think what we'll see is there'll be more uptake from brands in terms of brand tracking solutions, such as Google's Brand Lift, which has just recently been released as a self-serve model into Display and Video 360, and that tracking solution focuses on brand metrics such as ad recall, awareness, consideration, favorability through to search lift. So ultimately, I think that we're in a position where measurement will remain really crucial to all businesses. Performance won't change too drastically, but particularly from a programmatic perspective, I think we'll see sort of less of a focus on performance and a more increased focus on and incorporation of brand tracking solutions for brands.
Yeah, I think that's some really insightful stuff there. So moving on, what's your number one tip for auditing a floodlight setup in Campaign Manager 360?
So Campaign Manager is really the fulcrum of digital attribution, both for media buys within Google's ecosystem, but also for those outside as well. It's an ad server that incorporates both on-site tracking through floodlight tagging, similar to analytics. Or Google Tag Manager, and also incorporates paid media tracking as well as organic search as well when Search Ads 360 is in play. Campaign Manager is really strong in terms of reporting outputs, verification such as brand safety, viewability, but most importantly of all in terms of attribution. And it's really underrated as a platform in terms of its data-driven attribution capabilities. In terms of one tip, when looking at the setup for attribution, particularly with Campaign Manager, I'd say capture as much data as possible. Make sure that as many pages and events as possible are tracked on a client's given website. Make sure there's many channels, media buys that are being tracked as possible within that Campaign Manager ecosystem. Extend the cookie windows for conversion tracking and the audience windows to as longer periods as you possibly can. And what that will let you do is make the most out of the reporting services and the attribution opportunities within the platform.
Great, some really great advice there. Guys, if you have any questions for Rob or any other members of our delivery team, do feel free to drop me an email at the email address there. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and yeah, have a good afternoon.